Welcome out. We are live at Greenmount Station in Hempstead. Finally, I have returned to Carroll County. Give it up, everyone out here. Brandon Williams out with us for the Ravens. He is, he's a man of many talents. And let's see, so far, I know how you smell. You've hugged me. You've whistled into my mic. You've done a ventriloquist act. This is the first time you and I have ever really gotten to know each other a little bit. We did some radio last year. You're a comedian, dude, right? I mean, just straight up. You're the life of the party, right?
I guess you could say that. I feel like I'm a funny guy.
Yeah, well, I think you're a funny guy. So far, so good. You hug well and you smell nice. So
thank you.
That'll get you invited back every single time.
I pride myself on my
We're
hugs.
ready for football. How are you? How's the team? How's the defense? How's it been without a load? I can give you all the football questions, but so far, so good. Having a good time.
Great time, wonderful time. Wouldn't want to do anything else.
I mean, the whole off season, it feels like it's going to be long, and then here we are again. And I'm getting on a plane. We're getting on a plane. We're going to Denver. I feel like I was here 5 minutes ago with Steve Smith talking about last year. For you, the off season and getting into the routine of being a National Football League player. I mean, first year it's wide-eyed. Second year you're playing time. Now they're counting on you, right? Now it's real, right? So for you, this whole 2.5 year period of time, it must be a nice transition for you.
Yeah, love it. I mean, it's a great challenge, and I definitely accept it with open arms. Just losing a guy like Haloti and me being called on after him, leaving is a big responsibility for not only me but the whole defensive line. So we just want to be our best selves and not try to be Haloti, but just kind of be our best selves and do the best we can with what our game consists of.
Harbaugh says that a lot. He says that to me all the time. When I wrote the book on him, he would always say, biblical, be your best self today. Be the best you can be today. And I think when you see a guy like Haloti, you watched him play when you were a kid pretty much, right? I mean, you were still very much in high school, maybe even junior high when he got drafted.
Yeah.
And then you get drafted by the Ravens, and you're like, oh, I'm going to be in a meeting room every day with that guy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
a very, very large man, yeah.
Okay, so the things of value he left behind for you. Technique, how to be a pro, how to play people, how to play certain guys on certain teams. Give me a little Haloti primer, because I think we're all going to miss him, but I don't think people realize, because you big guys in the middle, we don't realize the same as like a wide receiver or, just stop the run, right? It's easy, right? Until you have to go do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to the people who do it, but until you actually get in there yourself and try it out, it's really, really tough. So that's why you got to have a short guy like me clogging up the middle. But with Haloti,
You don't look short to me, dude. To me, you're tall.
I'm taller than an average man.
Right.
But when I get next to Chris Candy, I look really, really small.
So did Kelly Gregg, but he got the job done.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Power to the short people.
Right. Well, I'm one of them. I hear you, man. Yeah, at this point in my life, I like being short. I get through doorways. I sit better in planes. I sleep better in hotels.
Can drive nice cars that I can't fit in. A lot of good stuff.
How much you weigh? Don't lie to me. Be honest. We're on the radio.
Whoa.
Be honest.
About 340, 335.
What's ideal for you? Is that where you want to be right now?
Yeah, that's about playing weight. Yeah.
What did you weigh coming in? Have you picked up 15 or 20 since you got in the league?
Coming in, I weighed 335.
Same.
Yeah.
So you've maintained.
Oh, yeah.
What's the difference for you a couple years into this with your body, working with a National Football League staff, trainers? I mean, you went to a smaller school. I mean, some of these guys come in from Alabama or UCLA, USC. It's a whole different thing. I mean, I had to look up where Missouri Southern was. I mean, I looked it up, and I'm like, I had never been there till about 3 months ago. I drove right past your campus and without realizing.
Really?
I went to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and
really
I drove to
drive,
Springfield.
Huh?
And there's a lot of cows out there,
Yep, a lot of cows. That one gas station on the side of the road.
Right. And they serve eggs and bacon there all day.
Yep, pretty much.
And you can smoke right in the restaurant. It's crazy. It's not...
I mean, I wouldn't know about that.
I don't know. No, I walked in and I smelled... You don't smell cigarette smoke anywhere.
Oh, yeah. You do. Oh, definitely. So, I mean, but deal with it.
So from that part of the world, this is my observation. I flew into Tulsa. There were tornado warnings. And the woman that handed me the keys to the rental car, swear to God, she handed me the keys to the rental car. I was out there to see Rush at the big arena out in Tulsa. And there were bad storms. Day before, tornadoes had touched down. And out in that part of the world, we don't know from tornadoes here. We didn't know what earthquakes were until we had one like 4 years ago, right? But tornadoes, the woman hands me, she dangles the keys, like I'm doing with the Maryland Lottery keychain here, and she hands me the keys, and she said, now whatever you do, make sure you park the car underneath. You don't want to leave the car out on the street tonight. And I'm like, what? She's like, well, you don't have the proper insurance. I mean, if the car goes up into the twister, and I'm looking at her, and I'm like, are you serious?
Oh, yeah, they are.
So I parked the car underneath the hotel because I was worried about, liftoff,
Oh, yeah, for sure, definitely. You call it pretty much like Tornado Alley.
Have you ever seen one?
Yeah, oh, yeah. There was a really bad one in Joplin, Missouri. That kind of.
Oh, I took half the city out. I know about that. You see the trees on the freeway.
Oh yeah, saw the trees. Saw what used to be of trees and houses and the high school, Joplin High School. So it was pretty devastating.
But you've seen them. You've stood in the field and looked out like the storm chaser guys and seen twisters.
You've seen them definitely.
I've only seen one in my life. The one that I saw was the one that touched down out in Westminster. The one was at Gamber. Remember, it took the kids. Nobody remembers this. It was like 20 years. I had those kids in my studio.
Kids. Why would they
there
remember?
were kids that got thrown out of the second floor, and they miraculously landed, and they were okay on the ground.
Nice.
And we sent those kids to a blast game. This is like, come on, you remember this was like 99. It was a long, long time ago. But it was one of the very few tornadoes we've ever had here, and I actually saw it. I was out on 695, and I saw it. And I don't ever want to see another one.
Oh, no, definitely. Like, when I was a kid, I definitely wanted to see a tornado. I'm like, I just want to see a tornado. And I finally saw one, and I'm like, yeah.
I don't ever want to see another one.
Don't never want to see one again.
I always thought I wanted to be in an earthquake
because the one that was in
Joplin
was like an F5, and it was like over 200 miles an hour. It was huge, about a mile and a half long, and it was just crazy. So that was...
You were on the team in 13 when we were in Chicago that day?
Yes.
Now that was freaky deaky, right?
That was crazy game.
We were in the press box in Chicago, and it's all glass. Well, I mean, the whole stadium's kind of glass in Chicago, now, right? And they told us, well, first off, they evacuated everyone, and no one could get out of the bowl of the stadium in the middle of the game. We were watching all the TV, so we had access to the radar. And the press box attendant comes on in Chicago and says, attention media, please move back from the front glass. Please move. And I'm thinking, if the glass gets blown out, ain't gonna matter where I'm standing. I'm probably gonna get cut.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Definitely, probably.
Were you worried that day?
No, we were underneath, like, in the stadium, like, in the locker room.
They gave you special.
Good.
Yeah, you were safe, but not out of the field, I mean.
I'm used to storms and stuff like that, so it really didn't bother me none.
You're used to good baseball, too, man. You're from St. Louis.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Go Cards.
What possessed you to go to school in Missouri Southern? I mean, just give me the lowdown on that. I mean, you're a St. Louis kid, but you're not. Are you from the city? I mean, you played
from the city,
but you went to a high school that was more like suburban, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Definitely.
How far did you have to commute?
Commute was about 30, 35 minutes
every day.
Yeah.
Really? Mm-hmm. All I know about St. Louis is that I love the Arch. They get really good barbecue. You ever been to Ted Drew's?
Love Ted Drew's. The best thing in the world.
So I'm writing about that this week. I'm writing about the 30 ballparks, 30 days, 30 nights. Howard Balzer, legendary St. Louis radio guy, football writer, he's on the Pro Football Hall of Fame committee. He had us into the studio, and we did an hour radio talking about my wife's life getting saved. We'll tell you about that tonight in the Bone Marrow Registry. And we were going to the game that night, and he said to me, you got to go to Ted Drew's and get frozen custard. And I'm like, and I Googled it, and I'm like, it's like 20 minutes away. Like, how good could it be? He's like, no. You need to go to Ted Drew's. I watch a lot of Guy Fieri. I'm skinny, right? But I eat a lot.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. And I never knew. I go to Pappy's in St. Louis. That's a good call, right?
Been there.
Great place.
Really
Great place. That's a barbecue. And I saw the frozen custard, and I looked it up on Google, and it's got like 14,000 recommendations. And I'm like, well, what do they put in the frozen custard there? What could make it so good?
Greatness.
It truly is greatness. So we stopped on the way out after the game, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night, and we pulled up, and there were like 500 people.
Big line.
On a Friday night in June around this place, and it was like moths to light, and I thought, we're going to wait an hour and a half to get a bowl of ice cream. Mm-hmm. We didn't have to wait long at all.
Frozen custard.
Frozen custard.
Yeah, get it right.
You know the difference. I can tell you. I can tell you you've had a bowl or two. So
or three.
I got the macadamia nut, pineapple, coconut, Hawaiian thing, and they give it to you. Call it concrete, right?
Concrete.
So what they do? Anybody familiar with this at all? They put the frozen custard in the cup, and they
Yes,
mix it
haven't
all up
lived yet.
kind of like a blizzard, right?
Yep.
It's kind of like a blizzard. And they mix it, and then they hand it to you upside down. So they mix it, and they go like this, and they hand it to you. So the spoon's hanging out of the bottom of it, right? And that's the concrete part. But then the thing starts melting, like quickly. And the reason all these people are hanging out in front of this thing is you can't get in the car and take it home because it'll melt.
And it's
So-
just too good. Why would you want to get in the car and wait?
We got in the car, and she drove, and it's a little bit of a ghetto scene around that neighborhood. It's not the greatest neighborhood.
No.
And we're driving out to the freeway, and I had 3 bites of it, and she wanted to get the small because we were on, and she wanted to split it.
No way, you can't split. Sorry, you gotta get your own.
Never, ever again. As she
Yeah.
drove away.
You can't do a date night at Ted Drew's and share. Sorry, that's the one thing.
Sharing is not caring at Ted
No
Drew's.
way. If you really care about me, you give me my own.
Splitting is getting, is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
What do you get there? You a chocolate guy? You caramel? What do you got?
I'm more of like a Reese's Cups and
Peanut butter.
Yeah, Reese's Cups. Maybe some brownie fudge in there. Maybe some butterscotch swirls and drizzles. Oh yeah.
See, people see big guys like
Do
you,
it up
and
right.
you're like as defined a thick guy. I mean, some guys are just big, right? But you probably weren't born as big as you are, right? You worked at getting big, right? I mean,
I
like
was always
these
big.
arms don't come out like that.
Oh no.
Not every guy
yeah.
with this torso
My mom
has
would have
arms
had tough
like
times.
this.
These arms came out like that. But
When did you
no.
hit the gym for the first time in your life?
High school.
But when you were 12, were you the biggest kid standing in the back of the school picture?
Yes.
Or you were.
Yep.
So you were always
I was always big.
husky.
Yep.
That's the word when you're 8.
A little butterball.
Were you
I was
chunky?
a little chunky. Then I found a weight room and started to slim on out.
I've seen you dance. You know, I've seen you do the handstand thing. That was the famous thing with you, right?
Yeah.
Nobody knew whether you could play football worth a damn, but they knew you could do a handstand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
first
minute you were
time-
everybody's remembered that, right? You can still do that, right?
Oh, yeah,
Do you do
definitely.
it for like a party trip? Would you do it here, or you don't do it in season? Is
Not
it
during
bad?
season, no. I do it sometimes in practice, just for, giggles, but that's about it.
But you would never like walk off the field that way during a game and some sort of celebratory.
No, because I don't want to get fined. You're gonna pay for it?
How many guys your size can do that? Have you met many guys that are?
No, I haven't met anyone.
No one your size that can do that?
No, I have not.
Is that a yoga thing or like?
Just I was a kid, saw it on TV, and did it thing.
How many years you been doing it? Forever?
Pretty much.
Even
yeah.
when you were a self-proclaimed butterball,
Yeah.
you could do that. You could stand on your hands.
Yeah, I used to
Well,
be able to do a
always-
backflip. I mean, I can still do a backflip in a pool and stuff like that.
I can do a
but,
backflip in a pool.
I mean,
That's not saying anything.
I'm just saying I used to.
Brandon Williams is here. I'm getting to know him.
be
We've
a hater.
agreed that we. You done?
I think so.
Okay. Brandon Williams is here. We're at Greenmount Station. It's all brought to you by our friends. We do have sponsors here. Fremont Mortgage is our #1 sponsor. If you're looking to buy or refinance a home, don't make a 30-year mistake. See Carl, see our friends there. 800-955-8508. There's never an application fee, underwriting, processing, and closing all done at the local office. Fremont Mortgage, 800-955-8508. We're eating crab cakes. You got crab cakes. I'm going to take a break and let you.
Oh,
sweet
yeah.
potato fries. You got some broiled. This guy, he refused to get them fried on my recommendation.
See, the thing is, I have to weigh in before each game, and if you're over a certain amount, you get fined. So unless you want to pay $500 something bucks
No,
a pound,
no.
I'm
Pound?
over. Yeah, oh yeah, a pound. It gets crazy.
Give me some of those fries. You don't want those.
No, I'm gonna eat these fries. I still got practice tomorrow. I got work. I'll work it off.
Carb load, baby. Carb load. Brandon Williams
We're
here, the
good.
big man, and we'll have the Big Man Dance-Off Challenge at some point this season. We're enjoying a fresh, new conversation. We got the Bone Marrow Registry out tonight. There goes my hero. Christina's out here swabbing folks. You don't know a lot about it, but you will know. Tonight will be an educational night. I don't know what you learned in Missouri Southern.
Let's do it.
We're going to learn tonight about delete blood cancer and about ways to donate, and we're going to see about getting Brandon Williams onto the Bone Marrow Registry before it's all over with. I'm Nestor. This is WNST.net. We're in Carroll County at Greenmount Station. Give it up for Brandon Williams. Everybody's so quiet and polite. We're up here to Carroll County, and it's like, everybody's nice. Out on the farm, fresh air, Times Square. Back for more right after this.